There is no such relationship between a male and a female in Islam outside marriage or al-mahramiyya relationship. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever a male and a female who are not related to each other, they are not maharim, or husband and wife, whenever they are alone behind closed doors, then the third will be Satan himself. This is haram. So sister, righteousness and piety would require that to tell your daughter that once you graduate, if this is your cultural practice, once you graduate, you can get married with a guy whom you think and we think that he's fit for you. A friendship before that is not permissible in Islam. Even the engagement itself is just mere promise that inshallah in the future you guys will get married. But it does not legitimize anything that was prohibited. It won't allow your fiancé to take you out, get ice cream, or to go out, to wander around, or to go to the park, watch a movie, or go to the class. No, because to you, your fiancé is still a stranger. He only promised you, and you promised him that inshallah one day you will get married. By following this strict Islamic system, Islamic society maintains chastity and modesty for both boys and girls, men and women. Unfortunately, in the non-Muslim societies, due to the unlimited freedom, the unconditional freedom with regards to the relationship between boys and girls, they got indulged into illegitimate sexual activities, which resulted in hundreds of thousands and millions of children who are illegitimately born. They don't know who is the real father. That is entirely prohibited in Islam.
Guys, you feel like you can be with a girl and she's just my cousin, she's my really good friend. You know, I don't ever feel that way towards her. You are not the norm, you are the exception. The legislation will not be based on the exceptions, it will be based on the norms. Just a month ago, I had a sister that took one of my classes that told me that she was with her male cousin alone in the car. He used to drop her off to school every day for 2 years. And all of a sudden, he groped her. They're both masjid goers. She didn't know how to deal with it. She said, I never expected it. You know, I never thought of him that way, but obviously he was thinking of me that way. And that's the first thing that's wrong with this question. My intentions were pure. How can you know the intentions of the other person? You cannot know the intention. And let me just tell you something, sisters. Guys play a lot of games. No offense, man. You can brothers, just cover your ears. We are not who you think we are sometimes. Okay? As long as a man is still biologically a man, he still is attracted to a woman. Okay? Unless he's undergone some procedure or something like that, he's still a man, he still likes women, he still likes sisters. Okay? So Allah addresses the norms, not the exceptions. Maybe you can control yourself, but not everyone can.
You have to ask yourself, what do I want? To follow Sharia or to follow my whims and desires? It's a very simple question. When you want to follow your whims and desires, as many people do, and they say clearly, we don't want Quran and Sunnah, we want logic, we want what the people are doing, we want this and that. In this case, this is not our territory and we cannot speak with such people. But when people, as real Muslims, say, no, we want to follow Sharia, of course. What do you think? Do you see a cross hanging on my chest? I'm a Muslim. What do you think I want to follow? Of course, Sharia. When we follow Sharia and we go and check what Islam says about the issue of platonic relationship, we find that this does not exist. We find that free mixing is totally prohibited in Islam. We find that the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, no man would be alone with a woman in seclusion except the third one with them would be shaitan. We find that Allah Azza wa Jal orders women to lower their gaze and not to soften their voices when speaking to the opposite gender, so that the one with illness in his heart would not be tempted. So definitely according to Sharia, this is prohibited and haram.